back in Starting Gate. Transportify is often referred to as the Uber or Grab of logistics. Now, most delivery startups are into solving last-mile logistic problems, but Transportify is actually focusing on cargo and bulk goods challenges, or what it calls first and mid-mile logistics. Now, very recently, Transportify's parent Deliveree managed to close its Series A funding round, netting $14.5 million. Let's ask Paulo Bengson, Transportify's co-country director and head of operations, where that investment is going. Paulo, thank you for joining us. So,
good morning.
Where is this money going? Is the Philippine child getting any part of this $14.5 million pie?
Absolutely. First of all, what we were going to use this for is growth, and growth is going to happen in several places, both in our current core markets, which includes the Philippines, and other countries in ASEAN. We're an ASEAN company, so that's going to be the scope of our growth. With regards to Transportify, which is based in the Philippines, we're going to accelerate the growth of our current business. That would mean growing our headcount to build a better and more capable sales team, so that we can onboard larger clients and we can expand to other areas outside Metro Manila.
Okay, let's talk numbers here. $14.5 million going to Deliveree. How much of that is going to Transportify, which is the Philippine arm?
That's something that still needs to be decided. It's going to be a material amount, of course, but in terms of, it also depends on how fast we're going to grow. A lot of that's going to go to our current working capital requirements, which is going to address our growth in the larger enterprise segment of our clients, which would be larger companies, not your typical MSMEs.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Before we go into what other ASEAN markets you're diversifying into, let's focus on the Philippines first. You do have a large client. I know one of the larger ones that I've managed to read up on is SM Appliances. I know they've also subscribed to Mober, and now with you guys in Transportify. How much % of your business does that take up, like similar or other similar big businesses like the SMs of the Philippines?
Oh, that actually takes up a large amount of our business here. I'd say material, maybe in the neighborhood of 30 to 50%. Just because they're the ones that our value proposition to them is very strong. It's different than that of MSMEs, but we continue to have our strongest growth in that among those group of clients.
All right. Well, MSMEs are your original focus, to make their lives easier, to solve a lot of their problems. What exactly do you offer MSMEs that are different from what you offer like your big clients such as SM?
Okay, so first of all, we're a marketplace platform that's accessible via web through a laptop or via a mobile app through a mobile phone. So what we offer them is the ability to get delivery service for bulk deliveries very fast and at an affordable price. So what in their standard processes have we facilitated? Basically, there's regular procurement process, management of drivers, and management of their deliveries. So our technology allows them to track their deliveries via GPS, live tracking, have digital receipts, route their vehicle, provides pricing at a very affordable rate, because they're only supposed to pay for whatever they use, which is our pricing algorithm is based on distance. So they only pay exactly for what they use, whatever extra services they ask for, and they never pay a dime more, which is typically what happens when you have an inefficient market.
All right, now let's talk about that technology you use. Is that a proprietary, some sort of a cloud app or tracking app that you use? Because your CFO has been quoted as saying that, the difference between you guys is you actually are more capital efficient, and hence this makes your model more scalable. So can you tell us more about that?
Well, I think what we're referring to here is the fact that the vehicles on our platform aren't ours. So we don't invest any of our own capital in buying vehicles. Every service provider on our platform is an independent contractor that abides by the rules and standards of delivery on our platform.
All right. What is your advantage, you say, versus big end-to-end logistics providers? We have, as small as popular and as ubiquitous as Philpost to like the FedExes and UPSs and To-Go's and LBCs of the world?
Oh, okay. So I guess the easiest way to answer that is we're very focused on our niche. I think we don't cater to being everything for everyone. So we're very strictly first and mid mile, and a lot of times these companies that you just mentioned are in fact our clients.
Okay.
So what we do is when we go to bigger clientele, our value proposition is different. It's basically the procurement process becomes very easy.
Okay.
We say, hey, you have access to thousands of vehicles, and you can access them this evening if you want. So it's the normal procurement process for bulk deliveries would take about several months. Why? Because there's going to need to be an agreement of minimum volumes.
Yeah.
Then the trucker is going to need to buy an asset to service that volume.
And internal bureaucracy and all that.
Yes.
Okay, really quickly before I let you go, let's talk about your ASEAN expansion. You said you're an ASEAN company. You're present in 3 ASEAN countries. That's Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Where else are you going to go? And are we potentially going to see some cross-border transactions in light of ASEAN integration and the ASEAN economic community formation?
Okay. In terms of our expansion into ASEAN, we're looking at all the countries in ASEAN that resemble the current markets we're in, because that's where we operate very well. So this would include countries like Malaysia, Myanmar, Vietnam, Cambodia. In what order, we still haven't decided in what prioritization. We've just raised, so we're still planning out which markets we're better suited to enter at this point. Regarding cross-border transactions, we'd probably, on our own, we probably might not do that. But in partnership with other companies that we've already started talks in, they're still in the preliminary stages, we would maybe make that available. But we'd first do that domestically, because domestically, that's already a challenge.
I was just going to say, domestically, what other cities are you planning to enter? I mean, you're now around NCR. Where else are you going? Going south?
It's honestly, it's a debate between expanding outside of NCR into other parts of Luzon, which we already do to some degree, or going south to the big cities down south, which are Cebu and Davao.
All right. Well, best of luck to you, and I hope we'll have you back soon to talk about more concrete plans once you actually figure out what to do with your Series A funding. Congratulations again, Paulo Bengson from Transportify.